Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We meet again in our third video. We continue from our previous tutorial lecture. Alright. Okay, now we have extract. Okay, based on our previous video, we have extract all the information, correct? So we have all the information for bond. Next, we have preferred stock and common stock. Alright. So this is all the information that we have. Correct. So this is information that we have: preferred stock and common stock. Everything single. Clear. Good. Okay, class. After we have extract all the information, now we do first question is on, as you can see, need to calculate the tax cost of bond. So how is the step? Simple. Okay, we go to back to our step. Okay, so how to answer step 1 done, because we have all the information now. You see on the right side. Okay, this is step 1, all the information that we have. Okay, alright class, now we go to step 2, how to answer. Okay, we use this information that we have now. We try to bring up. Okay, this is the information that we have. Clear? So how to calculate it? Okay, hold on. Alright class, so first step, okay, if you go to the step 2, we do for bond first. Okay, step 2 equals to, alright class, based on your coupon rate, this is your coupon rate, it is 9%. It is 9%. I repeat, it is 9%. So first step, you must assume any required rate of return for R. Okay, you assume your I interest rate, your required rate of return must higher than your coupon rate. How? Okay, remember this, you can do any assumption, but for my class, I recommend you to assume a higher than 2% compared to your CR. So if 9% means that you assume your I 11% minimum. Please, if you want to do 12, 13, 14, no problem. If you want to do 10%, no problem too. However, my advice, better I want to standardize all the students use the same assumption. So you assume I is 11%. Make sure more than the difference must be 2% compared to your CR. Okay, I repeat, must above 2% compared to your coupon rate. So if your CR is 9%, so you must assume I equals to 11%. Alright, so again, class, I repeat back, it's not a compulsory that you need to assume um, 11. It can be 10, 12, 13, 14, but I want to be standardized for all my students. So better to use assume your I must more or higher than 2% compared to your coupon ratio. So that's why it is 11%. Clear? So that next, you need to calculate your value of bond. This is the formula for value of bond, class. Alright, so this is the formula of value of bond. Okay, so equals to, use the same formula. Okay, use the same formula based on the step 2. Okay, what is your CP, coupon payment? Do you need to calculate again? No, right? No. Why? Based on the information that you calculate, you have calculate your coupon payment. You see, this is your coupon payment. Oh, can I know your coupon payment? It is 90. Correct. So you just put it. It's 90. Next, PVIFA. Remember, class, this is your PVIFA. You have assumed your I is, can use PVIFA. So what is your I just now? You assume your I is 11%. Good. Okay, your N is class. Based on the question, read back. Alright, based on the question, N is 10 years, correct? But my advice, please don't see this question because you have extract the information in step 1, correct? What is your N? C, 10 years. So when you want to calculate your cost of bond, preferred stock and common stock, or we call it as equity, please only see your information that you extract in the answer booklet. Clear? Because all the information have in answer booklet you have extracted. That's why please extract correctly from the question. Alright? So 10 years. It is 10 years plus, if I told you what is the par value for the bond, 1000. Alright, par value for the bond is 1000. If you forget, you can base on the information, you see par value 1000. Perfect. Alright, so PVIF class. Remember, most of my students always do careless mistake. They forget that this we are using PVIFA. This is only PVIF. Please don't do any careless mistake. Certain of my students, they do PVIF here, then PVIFA. Sometimes they do PVIF and PVIFA. So please remember, this is the formula. You need to put PVIFA first and then your PVIF. Clear? Why, class? Because coupon payment is constant, is annuity. Every year you will get 90, your interest you need to pay, correct? So that's why called PVIFA. And your par value is your value at the current. Alright, so it is called as PVIF. So PVIF you still have to use 11%. From where I get 11%? Not from the question. It is your assume just now. Alright, you can create, but make sure higher than your coupon rate. Make sure higher than your coupon rate. Clear? Okay, so it is 10 years. So class, how to calculate now? 90, what is your PVIFA 11% 10? As I told you class, you need to use formula. Clear? So what is the formula? Okay, based on my financial calculator, so you need to use these. The R, you can put it as 11%. Clear? Alright, so how to do it? Okay, we calculate. Okay, so my suggestion, better you calculate. Do not calculate inside your calculation. Probably you can put it at your information. So how? Okay, so PVIFA for 11% and 10 years. How to calculate if do not provide any table? You can find through table. You see, 11%. This is PVIFA. Make sure correct formula. So PVIFA 11%. So 10 years. So make sure your answer must be for C 5.8892. This if the table give you, correct? So if the table give you 5.8892, or you can use if you use the financial calculator, you can calculate. I will teach you all later how to use the calculator, but for the time I use this calculator. It is 11%, number of period is 10, and you calculate your PVIFA, then you will get the same answer, 5.88 just now. 92, correct? See the result? Good. But in your case, final exam, you need to use the formula. How? Okay, 1 minus 1 plus, you see class? This is your R, correct? R is what? Yes, 0.11. It's 11%. Change it to decimal. Alright, power of negative n. What is your n, class? It's 10. Okay, it is 10. Finish. Clear? Then you will divide all this to, you have to divide all this with your R. Can I know? Please change it 11%, right? So 1111, right? Then you get, please use calculator. then you get the same answer as in the tables. Try to calculate, use your financial calculator or your scientific calculator, then you will get this answer, the same answer as in the table. So when you press calculator, okay, come calculate with me. Okay, 1 minus 1 plus 0.11 power of negative 10 divide by 0.11. I use this formula. Okay, now then you will get the same answer, 5.8892. So this answer you put inside here, 5.8892. How about PVIF? Alright, 1000. How to find your PVIF, class? Correct. You need to calculate first. So next you need to calculate your PVIF. Okay. PVIF is different, alright, because the formula for PVIF-A and PVIF is different, but use the same percentage and year. So what is the formula? Come class, we go to PVIF. Okay, if you can see in the table, you can get the direct answer, 0.3522, correct? So how we want to get the 0.3522? Use PVIF formula. You see how 1 divide by 1 plus R. You know what is R? Your interest just now. Please remember 11% is 0.11. Power of, okay, correct, your N is 10. Try to, okay, come calculate with me. 1 divide by 1 plus 0.11 power of 10. Then you will get your answer. Can I know the answer? Correct. Alright. You can use the tables, and remember when you calculate, you get the same answer. The answer here is 0.3522 to 0.3522. If you use financial calculator, you get the same answer. Alright, class. Can we try to use this financial calculator that uses your website? But in your final exam, you cannot use any internet, right? So you need to use formula. But for me, I'm trying to use this. Okay, 10 years, calculate. You get 0.3522. You see? Perfect. So remember this formula for your final. So then this answer, you will put inside here. 0.3522, then you will get your answer. How to calculate this, class? Please calculate. Okay, so you need to use your scientific calculator. Alright, come calculate with me. Okay, how to press the calculator? I believe you know how to calculate using your calculator, scientific calculator. Alright, 90, then bracket 5.8, 5.8892. Okay, plus with 1000, okay, times 0.3522, then you will get 882.228. Clear? So this is your value of your bond when you use this I as 11%. How to check your answer? Come, I want to show you how you want to check your answer. Now class, if you can see there, when you use your I is higher than coupon rate, now you're assuming your I is higher than coupon rate. I repeat, where to get 11% is up to you. It's based on your assumption. You can use 12%, you can use 13%. But my recommendation, please assume your I higher than 2% only. Alright? Okay, now when you calculate, when you use 11%, alright, your CR, okay, is it considered as your CR? is less than, correct? See? Okay, when your I is higher than CR, your CR lower than I, you see what is the relationship? Focus this class. You see? Value of 1 was lower than par value. Your value of 882 is lesser than 1000 of your par value. So this is that is the relationship between I and coupon rate. When I is higher than CR, your value of 1 lesser than the par value. Now we try to calculate step 3. Use the same method. For class, use the same method. But now you have to use new I. Okay? But your new I must be, okay, you use the same step. Okay? We try to use the same step. But now, your I is different. Your coupon rate is the same. Your I is different. What happened to your I now, class? And what happened to your I? Okay? Is different. I repeat, must be is the answer will be different. You use the same step, but your I will be new I. Assume I lesser than CR. You can assume 8% because your CR is 9. So any assumption, you can assume your I is 8%. You can assume your 8%, 7%, 6%. But my class, I recommend you to use for the step 3, please use 2% lower than your coupon rate. So 9 minus 2, 7%. If you use 6%, you still have got marks on that. It's not wrong, your answer. You can assume any figures of your I, but make sure it's lesser than CR. But my recommendation, better you assume lesser than 2% compared to your CR. So based in this scenario, relationship I and R, CR, 7% means that your CR is more higher. Correct? So you have to use the same formula, but now you are using 7% here, class. Remember, you have to use 7%. So you need to calculate, alright? So use the same method. So 90. Can I know what is your... Is it the same with 5.82? No. Why? This is because this is 11%. Now you are using 7%. What is the formula for PVIFA? Correct. You can use the same formula. This is the formula. Okay. So you calculate the extract information. But now you are using a new R. Alright. Based on the formula PVIFA, use new R. What is your R now, class? 0.07. Remember, 7% is 0.07, not 0.7. Please don't do any careless mistake. 0.07. So what is your PVIFA? Now, when you are using 7%. Class, please calculate using your calculator. I'm using my calculator, but you have to use your scientific calculator, alright? So if you want to check the table, also can, but I will not provide any tables in exam. You need to calculate. So this is PVIFA tables, 7% at year 10. You see? You will get this answer. When you press your calculator, your answer is 7.0236. Okay, alright? So we try to use this calculator. We are using 7%, number of period 10 also is the same number of period. Calculate, you will get 7.0236. Please use your calculator. Alright, now you take the answer and put at the second assumption 7% just now. So what is the answer? 7.0236 just now, right? Okay, plus with par value 1000, the same step, using the same step, but you have to use 7% now. So PVIF, you have to calculate again, class. Alright, you have to calculate, okay, using the same formula for PVIF. Class, remember, PVIF and PVIFA is different. So now you have to use 7%. Use the same formula. So this is a formula. R, you see R. So your R must be a new one. 0.7 or 0.07? Very good, class. Very good. You're clever. You have to use 0.07. But based on the tables, you can use it 7 and 10 years. 0.5083. You see? Different answer. So you need to calculate back by using 7%. But remember, table will not provide in your exam. So please use a formula to calculate your PVIF. So we try to use my calculator, 7%, then you get 0.5083. Please use your calculator. You see, 5083. So this answer you need to put here, okay, 0.5083. Then you will get the answer. So it's simple. You still can use your calculator, scientific calculator. Okay, 90 times with 7.0236 plus with bracket 1000 times with 0.5083. Class, how much you get, class? Come, calculate with me. Then you will get 1140.424. 1140.424. So this is the value of bond. Back to my knowledge just now. When I is lower than CR, you see, okay, I repeat, when I is lower than CR, okay, you see, value of bond was more than par value. You see, CR more than I is lesser than CR. Your value of bond is more than par value. As I told you, par value is what, class? Repeat. Yes, 1000. Good. So, you see, value of bond is higher than par value. 1000, this is 1140. Correct. So, after you get all the answer, okay, so this is called as step 3. Okay, don't forget. This is step 3. Just now is step 2. Okay, okay, next you go to the next slide. This is the next formula. So using this formula, you have to use the same formula, just put it inside. So what is your assumption just now when you use step 2 just now? You assume I, right? So you put it as 11%. Clear? This is 11%. This is your cost of bond that you want to find. Just now, what is your step 3 assumption that, okay, 11% A, how much is the value of bond that you get just now? Yes, it is from step 2, this one, 882.228. Clear? 882.228. Good. Now, from where I can get our MP and FC? Okay, class, remember, this is the next step. Step 4, okay, just now step 3. Now, you're calculating step 4. Okay, how to calculate? Now, where you can get this answer? From step 1. Come. Where's the step 1 just now? Okay, I have copy paste right just now. So, there, net market price. So, this is the 921.5. So, if you want to show the calculation, no problem. You can show it again. So this is the answer you have to put here. Just sub only because we have calculated it, right? Okay, good. Okay, now what is you assume just now when you're using step 3? Come, step 2 just now. Yes, you assume your I is 7%. So this is considered as 7% class. What is your value of bond just now when you get 7%? 1140. 1140.424. To make sure what your calculate is correct, make sure you see 7 to 11, 882, 921, 1140 is increasing. Or you can be like 1900, 800. You cannot be like 800, 900, suddenly 800. You get my point, right? So make sure A, B, C is like increasing or decreasing. You not be like 800, 900, suddenly 800. That means your calculation is wrong. The correct is make sure your A is 800, B 900, and C is 1000. It's like increasing trend, right? Or it can be like a decreasing trend also. Okay, now try to sum it. Okay, it's 11%. Remember, please don't change it decimal. When you want to calculate using your calculator, don't put it as 0.01. You only put 11 only. You can avoid the you you can avoid the percentage. Clear? Alright, now and then your A is, you see, it's simple, class. You only put all the information here, then you put it inside here. Okay, B is from here, right? 921.50, and your A, repeat back, is from 882. You see, it's simple, class. You only write it back. Clear? Is it true just now? Yes, correct. So what is your C just now? 1140.424. I get from where, class? Perfect. I get it from here. What is your C just now? Correct. C. Not student like always to take yes. It's wrong. This formula you must use this C. 7 minus 11. Class, please remember. I want to repeat that to you. Please remember that don't put any decimal in your calculator. For 11, you put 11 only. But for mathematics, this is a standard mathematics subject. You must settle the time first. So 882.228 minus 921.5. Alright. 882.228. Alright. Minus with 921.30. Okay. Divide by, sorry, this is 5, right? 50 divide by, then you divide. Okay, first you need to calculate. First step, calculate this first. 882.228 minus 921 bracket. Then you put divide by 882.228 minus with 114.2. Okay, 1140.424. Then you will get the answer. Alright, equals to, after you get the answer for this, then you will time with 7 minus 11. Okay, please don't put like 0.07 minus 0.11. It's wrong. Please put it as 7 minus 11 only in your calculator. 7 minus 11, then you will get the answer. Okay, when you settle all this, when you get the answer, then you time with negative 4. Lastly, then you can plus with your 11%. Remember, don't put as 0.11. You can plus with 11. Then your answer you will get, okay, using this step, class, using this step, okay, using the same step. For step 4, you use, okay, as I show you just now, step 4. Okay, so this is the answer. I will continue. Okay, okay, this is the way. So I get, when I press my calculator, 882 minus 921 divided by 882 minus 1140, I will time with negative 4, 7 minus 11, then I will plus with 11, I get 10.3916. Okay, is this the answer, class? No, this is not cost of debt. This we call it as cost of debt before tax. we want to find cost of debt. Okay, we want to find cost of debt after tax. Okay, all right, how to find cost of debt after tax class? Simple. Use step 5. Perfect. This is step 4. Okay, how to get this answer? From interpolation step 4, then step 5, then you need to calculate cost of debt equals to use the same formula. From where I get the K class? Sorry. From where I get this answer? From the. Alright. So 10.3916 times with, don't forget, this is considered as time 1 minus tax rate. From where I can get my tax rate? Perfect. This is come from your step 1 just now. Tax is 40%. Please class, okay, when you want to calculate this, yes, then you need to change it to 0.40. Clear? So what is the answer, class? Okay, 10.3916 times with 1 minus 0.4. What is the answer, class? Cost of debt after tax. Then you will get 6.23%. So this is your answer to get cost of debt after tax. Alright? It's simple, class. The important thing is your information. You need to extract correctly. Then you need to calculate your PVIFA and PVIF. Correct formula for both percentage. First step 11, second 7%. Then you sub to into step 4. This is the way I have shown it on my left side. So you put it as 11, 7, 8, 8, 2. All these step 4 you can get from this information, from your step 3 and step 2. This is step 2, step 2, step 3, and step 3, and this is step 1. Then you put it in the formula. Please solve this first. Minus, divide by minus, times with 7 minus 11, then you plus with 11. Then, is that the answer? Most of the students really forget to minus tax rate. Please don't do any careless mistake. Don't forget to do your step 5. Alright? Then times with your 1 minus tax, you will get 6.23%. Don't forget to put the percent at the end. So this is your cost of debt after tax. That's all for today. That's all for our video on cost of debt.